Before I start this video I'm going to show you, I know that hunters get a lot of complaints and people don't like the idea of it. I'm not doing it for a sport. I'm doing it for a reason, to have food for my family this winter. And any time that you are going to harvest an animal, even on the farm, you're going to do that in a very humane way. So this video is going to show you a very humane way to do it, to where you get the deer in at very close range. You'll be able to identify exactly what you're shooting and be able to harvest a deer for your family. October, gosh, it's warm, but it's been nice and cool. And Ebert and I have been working on our little deer blind. I want to show this to you. We've got a little bit of wind today, but as you can see, here's my game cam, if you can see that. And I've been using it. Got a lot of pictures last night, but it's not working as good as I thought it would, and I may do a review on this thing. But we've done this. We're going to put up some brush. Got some tall T-posts. Build us kind of a lean-to there. That way we can set inside there. And the deer are all coming from this direction. And from down through here behind the pond, there's their water. They got plenty of water. As you can tell, the pond's grown up. Here's the corn that I've been putting out, or I put out. I think 100 pounds so far. So you can tell they've cleaned it up pretty good. I'm trying to get them in here to, get them close and bring them in. Here's our feeder. I built my feeders like this for many years, and they work good. Of course, you put the feed in the top, and like so. They're empty. I've got another 100 pounds to put in here, and then I'll throw the rest of it on the ground. But what's really good is once they get the ground cleaned up, they'll figure out that the corn is coming from under here. Fresh corn will come out. And it keeps it dry. So if it comes a real bad rainstorm, everything in here will stay dry. This is not a real big one, but the house is just right up the hill, so I can fill it every day if I wanted to. But I'll keep it filled up. But I've got to move that camera closer. That camera is 10 yards, and that is just a little too far. The night vision on that thing works about this far. And you can see the deer in the background as shadows. You can see their eyes, but you can't see them very well. So I'm fixing to move that game cam there over here, and I'm probably going to put it right in here somewhere in the edge of this brush and point it in that direction, and that way it's got a 120 angle, so I won't be able to shoot that far back over there, but it should get them here. And then once I get them coming to the feeder, I'll be able to see. I did see a buck in here last night, and I think he was a 4-point. Hard to tell. Like I say, the camera's not doing that good a job, but anyway, I wanted to kind of touch base with you. We'll get it set up again, and we have a hunt coming up in about 2 weeks, to where if you're a landowner, you can shoot one antlerless deer. That doesn't necessarily mean a doe, just as long as the deer has no horns, or horns shorter than 2 inches. So I'm hoping to get Bert one. Bert has never had the opportunity to harvest a deer, and I'm hoping that he will. Hopefully this year sometime. And next year we're going to try to go to crossbows, but we're not going to get one this year. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.